Hello and welcome to Daytime. I'm Julie Finley, sitting in for Dylan Black. He's a busy guy, but I'm here to take over the show, and we've got wonderful guests today. And I'd love to start off right away because this gentleman is so busy, as is the flu season throughout our city. And Dr. William Dalziel is here to tell us all that we need to know. Welcome to the studio.
Thank you.
And thank you for fitting us into your busy schedule. I'd love to let the viewers know what you've been up to over the last many years.
Oh, I'm a geriatrician. I started the geriatric program here 32 years ago.
Thank you.
And I'm keeping busy.
You are keeping busy. So this is a busy time of the year with the flu vaccine.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is the flu vaccine and its importance to us?
So flu is a very important illness in seniors because they're much more likely to be hospitalized and much more likely to die, the very young and the very old. So the flu vaccine has been around for many years. It's antigens that create an antibody response and are protective to some degree.
That is a perfect way to explain it. So there's always a lot of talk of who should get the flu vaccine. What's your opinion?
I think basically everyone should get it because it mitigates the effects of flu. So if you're a working person, you're less likely to miss a whole bunch of work, but especially for seniors because of the health effects.
Yeah.
Every chronic disease increases your risk of having a bad flu. Seniors have the chronic diseases. They're the ones who get hospitalized. Our emergency rooms are gearing up for it. The hospital's already in financial trouble, and we have to deal with this onslaught when we could have more effective flu vaccination and less illness.
And so do you have some stats that you can maybe share with us that would make people realize the importance of the flu? Because it's a bit staggering how many people do end up in the hospital.
Well, seniors are 15% of the population. They're 2/3 of hospitalizations and 90% of deaths.
Wow.
So it really hits them. It also exacerbates chronic diseases. So a senior who's been, teetering on the edge of frailty gets hospitalized, gets deconditioned, maybe can't even go home.
Yeah.
So it can be a precipitant for catastrophic disability.
Okay, and so we're talking about aging and the immune system. We do seem to be compromised. Our immune system, is that what happens? It degenerates over time?
Yeah, immunosenescence is the term. Like many of our systems, as we get over 40 or 50, they go down by about 1% with normal aging.
Okay.
Creates a vulnerability. So in terms of vaccinations, we have to do different strategies.
Okay.
The high-dose flu zone has 4 times the antigen. So it's 24% more effective than the regular flu vaccination.
So you're saying there actually is a vaccination that is higher that we could be using for our senior population?
100 million doses have been given in the United States. We're just introducing it this year. So we're a little slow on the uptake with vaccinations, which is a problem for me because vaccinations are perfect because they give better bang for your buck.
Yeah.
But unlike medications, which also give better bang for your buck, medications have side effects. Vaccinations don't.
Do not. If anything, they're the most positive thing.
Yeah. So we just have to get higher vaccination rates.
Okay, and you need higher vaccination rates for
individuals and for herd immunity.
Okay.
So the more people you can protect from getting flus, the less likely they are to transmit it to seniors or people in nursing homes who are really going to suffer the consequences.
And that's the discussion we were having just earlier, the idea of who should get it and who shouldn't. You would love in a perfect world that everybody would get it because you could be a carrier of the flu.
Well, you cough and sneeze on someone.
Yeah, well, that's true. Okay, so
Yeah.
we're washing hands and things like that. Okay, so the availability of the high dose that's needed for seniors.
It's available now.
It's available, but
you have to pay approximately $70 for it.
Okay.
The Ontario government, as you're probably aware, is going to cover the costs next year, which is great. I just wish they covered the costs this year because we get the benefits this year.
Yeah.
And it's really a no-brainer in the sense that every person vaccinated who's a senior will save the system approximately $50.
Yeah.
So not only do the individuals do better, the population does better, but we actually save money above and beyond the cost of vaccines.
Yeah. Okay, that is a no-brainer. I know you don't like using that phrase.
No.
Okay, so what can we do in the meantime? You can go to your doctor. So the vaccination is there. It's available.
Yeah. You can get it at your pharmacist or your family physician, but you have to pay for it.
Okay. If they can't afford it,
then they can't afford it. But next year, it's not an issue. So at least we're going to have it next year.
Okay, okay. And there's some things that we can do to kind of boost our immune system other than the vaccine that you could share? Or,
I think it's all part of healthy aging, which is a pet topic of mine. There's so much that seniors could do.
Yeah.
One good example is Alzheimer's. So a study showed that if you walk as little as half an hour twice a week, you can cut your risk of Alzheimer's by 30%.
And why is that?
It's an effect on brain aging.
Yeah, and it's that idea that you're keeping things moving and circulating, and you use it or lose it. You, for one person who doesn't like to use all these sayings, you're coming up with quite a few. My goodness.
Well, that's for TV.
Yes, it is. I love it. So your daily life, you spend a lot of time at the Civic Hospital.
Yeah, I'm full-time at the Civic running our geriatric day hospital. So we see people with multiple problems, falls, medication side effects, dementia, and we have a full team that works to try and optimize their situation.
And is there a website that we can get to? Everybody at home can take a look because you've done some great work.
Well, we're part of what's called the Regional Geriatric Program, so we were way ahead of the ball in terms of having a regionalized, organized system of care for seniors back in 1985.
Okay,
so
perfect.
It's rgap.com.
Perfect. Everyone at home, thank you so much for joining us. And I know you have to get back to your busyness. And no one else move, please, because we've got a lot more on Daytime.